I was really impressed. I'm not just saying that because I have one now, but remember, I have said it, if I ever going to build a G23 without a balance shaft or deleting it, I am going to use a I don't know if you could see it, but she is all flooded out. Make no mistakes, what happened here, what transpired here as far as like the oil going through there is not part of the horror stories that you hear about reliable. It looks like that is the missing key on what I am after. That is why I can make this video now as far as like reliability is concerned. Welcome back to the channel, Sagitnet 2. Check it out. Miley's a little bit wet. And this is okay. I don't know if you could see it, but yeah, Miley's on the wet side here. That's a little bit concerning. Yeah, I was watching my videos and I noticed there was a blue smoke coming out, a pop-up smoke. And remember, this one has a piston slap. I said, man, it better not be getting worse. So I kind of checked it out, and as soon as I pulled this out earlier, yeah, it was bad in the beginning. This one is almost filled up. It's right up to here. So I think that's explains some of the blue smoke coming out from the tailpipe. Who knows? That's why you saw me on the last episode where I was adding some oil. Yeah, that was after the day that we were having some fun on the road. Anyway, today's episode is all about the G23. I have been asked a lot. A lot of you are leaving a comments. The longevity, is the G23 reliable? Before I answer that questions, I think the question would be is, how can we make this reliable? I have all these parts laid out here, and we are gonna cover all of those things, the horror stories that we've been hearing about building a G23. If I say that it is reliable, it's just really, it's not enough. We have to have a proof, right? And everyone that are successful on this motor, you never hear anything about it. So you and I, we are going to cover every little detail that how can we make this thing reliable. This way we could prove to ourselves that, yeah, we are the engineers. Every little thing that we could contribute on this thing to make it reliable, the better it is for the community, right? And for the oil leak, I will open this afterwards. And also I will check the valve lash on this one. I thought I heard something a little bit of abnormal, so it's better to check it. And some of you also mentioned something about the timing belt. This is set at top dead center. There. And it looks okay still. But as soon as the valve cover is out, I will check it fully. When you are building a G23, you need a H22 cylinder head. Or if you are building a NAN version, you can use the H23A1, just like the first guy that built the G23, the NAN VTEC version. There are multiple ways of plugging the cylinder head, and for some of you guys that have welded your own cylinder head purposely just for a G23 build, I gotta give you guys a thumbs up. Why? It's because of you don't have to worry about oil leaking out through here, seeping through here, and yeah, your contribution matters. Some of you guys have used a NPT plugs. Create the thread on both sides and use a NPT plug, something similar to this. This is metric, but this is just to show you the plug that they use. It requires a hex plug, an Allen wrench to put it on there, but make sure to put some sealant over it, top and bottom, or should I say bottom and the top. Me myself, I use the water jacket, the inexpensive one. It's only cost what, $5. Grind it to size so it will fit on this one, and then tighten it, squish it so it will expand. Then afterwards I put some sealant on there. This one, Mega Gray. This is made by Versa something. It's similar to Honda Bond without the dealership price. Number one is already at top dead center. If 9,000 doesn't go in, it's good, and 8,000 should go in there. It's good. That's on the exhaust. On the intake, 8,000 should not go in. Good. 7,000 should be good. All right, I'm good there. I'm gonna turn it for the number 3. Okay. Others are using the well-known brand, which is the KS Tune. I'm not sponsored by them, but I've heard some people are complaining about those too, that the oil is still seeping through. You know what I think? It's because of two dissimilar metals. The cylinder head, when it expands, it contracts. I'm not sure if it's aluminum or steel, but regardless, this is just my opinion. The seal rings that they use, it's just not up to the task, in my opinion. This thing, the heat cycles will kill it, man. It will kill it quick. To remedy that, again, make sure to use a sealant. Honda Bond or this one. Make sure it's leak-free. Last thing you want is you ended up like the guys that build the LSV Tech, that they're scratching their heads why there's oil seeping through in between. Yeah, you don't want that. We wanted to build a reliable G23. Next is the cylinder head gasket. This is one of the many to make sure that you run a reliable G23. I only use a Honda OE head gasket, regardless if it's NA setup or turbocharged setup. If you wanted to use a other brand like Cometic, by all means. If you can, try to stay away on Felpro. It's because of we have found out that that's where the oil was leaking from the last time we have built one, and all we did to fix that is just to use an OE head gasket, and voila, it's all gone. Unless you did something on your cylinder head, like welding this thing shut, and also this area, this cavity right there, that you are adding some material right there. Let me get a head gasket for you guys so you could see it. This is F23 head gasket. There. So that's weld shot right there. This is weld shot right there. The Velcro head gasket that we are using, it's kind of a little bit too short on this one. Let me move the head gasket for you so you could see the right there. Peek through. If you did something on your cylinder head, like added some material here, 4 places, and weld this 2 shot, you're good to go. You can use whatever head gasket you like. Honda sells 2 head gasket, 2 part numbers. I always get the A02. Somehow that part number, I don't have to remove some of the copper seal right here, the one that holds the sheets together. So if you run into a head gasket that is going to be sandwiched between the block and the cylinder head, it's okay to remove it. Your dowel pin will hold this sheets together anyway. But I know for a fact that if somehow this copper got squeezed in between the 2 mating surfaces, I think it contours to the same thickness as the head gasket. So if you forgot to remove it, just leave it. You'll be okay. But if you caught it in time, might as well remove it. Head bolts and head studs. Shall you upgrade and get yourself an ARP head studs rather than use an OE head bolts? For me, I say yes. If you own a spare of H22 head bolts, the heat cycles, that block, what, 27 something years or 25 plus? Imagine the heat, the contraction, the heat cycles. So I say upgrade it. I could not express enough. It's a must, in my opinion. Some of you are very lucky, but if you are in the process of putting one of these bad boy in the future, you're all set. Rock the rockers. It's free floating both sides. It's good. Again, 7,000 should go in. $8,000 should not. Okay, good. This one. For the water pump, it's up to you if you wanna build your own or just get the one that's built already, a plug and play, which is from KS Tune. And the coolant pipes, again, DIY, or just get the one that Truck Tough sells, I believe. Remember, you still need to get the crankshaft gear and also camshaft gears for H22. Anything that the timing belt touches, you must use an H22. $9,000, $8,000, $8,000, $7,000. It's good. F23 block. You got yourself a good deal. A friend of yours gave you one, or he sell it to you for $100. It probably have what, 300,000 miles in it. If it's a JDM motor, then it will be less. And now you tore it apart and you're checking all the internals because you needed a connecting rods, right? You wanted to build an NA setup. Yeah, this is fine. You have seen it. When it was NA, it made what, 220 plus? And that's just basic stock. I didn't import the head or anything like that. It's just a simple, basic build. Anyway, connecting rods, make sure that you get this thing Send it to a machine shops so they can fully check the inside diameter, make sure it's not egg shape, and get it balanced if you are thinking of reusing an OE connecting rods. They say that this is good up to 400 wheel horsepower. After that, I don't want to find out. So if you are building a boosted motor, make sure to don't use this, man. You're just asking for trouble. You can get away with it, but for how long? Who knows? Anyway, so yeah, send it to a machine shop, which is I have done it in the past. I have sent my OE connecting rods to a machine shop and got it balanced and everything. And for some peace of mind, make sure it's reliable. I don't have to worry about it. Verify. It's good. 9,000. Let's go in. Good. All right. That's all good. Now for the timing belt tension, I'm gonna rotate till the number 1 piston goes to top dead center, till those lines lined up. All right, that should be good. Even though those dash line is not perfectly lined up, it's already enough for the belt to relax, as you can see right here. And also on the sides, this should be a little bit loose. So now I'm going to turn the cam gears about 3 teeth. It doesn't have to be perfect, just enough to put some tension right there. That's 3 teeth. It's good, and it's good here. All right, timing belt check is good. The valve lashes checked out okay. Yeah, I thought I heard something weird the other day that I was using it. Now that it's good, I'm content. The only thing I have to fix is the oil, which I'm going to replace the seal. I have this. Put some sealant on there and we are good to go. Cool, man. All right. Next, deleting your balance shafts. There are reasons why we delete our balance shafts. Number 1 is you want to build a motor and you already made the decision that I'm gonna build a motor without a balance shafts. So it's just simply a decision. It's your choice. Number 2, there's really not enough room on this bay, especially if you are running a G2B or H2B. But this one, somehow I managed to have some room on there, so I have no problem reusing a balance shaft system on there. I cannot remember how many G23 I have built, but I did remember that I said if I ever going to build a G23 without a balance shaft or deleting it, I am going to use a damper. For some that are thinking of deleting your balance shaft because you want to know what it feels like, because it does gives you a bit of a horsepower. I mean, imagine that rotational mass. But you have to pay at the end. This one here, somehow there's a hum at 3,000 RPM. Above that, it's gone. And it's very uncomfortable inside the cabin. But anyway, if you could get a ATI damper, man, right after I have put that on, I was really impressed. I'm not just saying that because I have those. There is really a difference. I should have gotten that from the get-go. So if you could save up and get those, man, it'll be a night and day. And my quest, the research and development on the G23, it levels out. It's like this is the missing key. And that's the reason why I can make this episode on how to build a reliable G23. On what's so special about the G23 episode, I didn't mention about coupling the G23 to a shorter gears, because it does matter. You know, this is way back. My first H22 swap on my CD5 Accord, I was using the P2U5 transmission, or P2A5. I can't remember which one is the two. Anyway, it's a longer gear transmission. And I thought that's it. I thought I was badass, right? Not until I have found a M2B4 transmission from the junkyard for 50 bucks. Oh boy, that really wakes up the swap. So if you can, you must use a shorter gear ratio on a G23. But it all depends on how you're gonna use it, you know, the purpose of your build. If you are going to boost the motor, then you must use a longer gears. You know, the regular Accord transmission is fine. Actually, it's better that way. You can really enjoy it. I have used my M2V4, the shorter gear tranny, with a boost on it, and it's just, I didn't like it so much. You know, it's like the party's just getting started only to be spoiled by shifting to another gear. Yeah, I never did like that. So I was really in the quest of finding a gear tranny that is suitable for what I do, which is I found it on M2S4. Yeah, but I have to change the fifth gear just so I can get some comfort on the freeway. I have covered just about everything. How can we make this thing reliable, right? The horror things that we hear about, the oil seeping through, the confusion about the head gasket, you know, what head gasket to use, the head studs, deleting the balance shafts, the water pump. Make no mistakes, guys. This is not part of the horror stories that you hear about the G23. This is some kind of user error, okay? But no biggie. At least I have found out what causing that blue smoke at the tailpipe. And yeah, I was really glad that I have found out, where is that thing? Right here. I'm surprised I didn't have a misfire or anything like that.